welcome back to a YouTube video with 𝐻𝐿𝐻 and Monique. It's actually a lot of new people. So, hey guys, my name is 𝐻𝐿𝐻 and Monique. And I don't want to sound like those TikTokers, but I really didn't think my YouTube video was going to reach the algorithm that it did reach. But I am very grateful that it did reach y'all because, hey guys. So today's video is like, I've been seeing on TikTok a lot of freshman advice. Because I know that's what a lot of freshmen are looking for, and I know that's what a lot of people in general are looking for, freshman advice. So, I'm a senior, so y'all already know what I'm here to give y'all. Freshman advice. Because what kind of YouTuber would I be if I didn't put my insight into the freshman advice? Exactly. I wouldn't be a good starter of YouTube because I need to do what's popular to get the algorithm to get on them people's YouTube pages so people can watch me. So I'm gonna be a small YouTuber because I don't post consistently, but I'm gonna try for real this year. I'm gonna try to be consistent this year. But there's gonna be a bonus to my freshman advice. So I was seeing people do freshman advice, like giving the freshmen all these tips, tricks, and nicks and cricks and all this. But nobody talks about junior year. Junior year. Y'all will need tips. Y'all don't necessarily need advice. I mean, advice, tips kind of correlate. But y'all will need some help. Because I'm going to tell y'all what's going to get y'all. But we're going to start with the freshmen first. Because they're incoming. So also, y'all, this advice is coming from a senior. So this is literally just a junior last year. So it's really fresh. And the freshman advice is really fresh too. Because I still give freshman advice to this day, like, in general. And like my little tours as a night ambassador, what I do. Like, I still give advice regardless. So, oh, it's upside down. So, we wrote everything down. This would be a good get ready with me, but we're just gonna do like a sit down video because, yeah. So this is my freshman advice and tips on freshman year. Number 1, top of the list. Number 1, top. When I say top, I mean top. No jokes. Top of the list. Y'all, this is not in actual order, but this is at the top of my list. Great. GPA. GPA is really, really important. I suggest start strong, finish strong. Finish freshman year really strong. And I know a lot of people say, oh, like, colleges don't really look at your freshman year, but your freshman year can make or break your high school year. I said it. It could make or break because if you slack off, if you slack off your freshman year, your GPA is gonna be low. And low GPA, I've heard that it's hard coming back from that. So definitely stay on top of that. That GPA, that need to be going in high school. That GPA need to be the first thing on your mind. The first, not the second, not the third, but the first. The first thing on your mind because it's real important. Second semester for any grade flies by really fast. You can get caught in the wind. If you're not there mentally. You need to be there mentally. You got to be there. You always got to be there. You got to be on top of it too. Also, another thing that a lot of people don't talk about that's not on this list, but we do need to normalize putting your name and the date on the paper, because a teacher will say, oh, you didn't do this such and such assignment and you did it, but you didn't put your name on it. Or they'll say you didn't do it. You didn't turn it in on time because you didn't put the date up there, which also proves that you really, some people most people turn their work in on time. Some people don't turn their work in on time. So if you don't have a date on your work, they don't know when you turned it in. It can start a little argument. Most assignments are online, but you might find some teachers. You might find some teachers that you got to, like, turn the paper in for. Your social life. Friends are not the main topic, okay? That should not be the first thought in your brain. You don't necessarily need friends, but you can have friends. Like, it's good to have friends. Ain't nothing wrong with having friends. Hey, live your life. You're still a child. Live your life. So, but if you do have friends, make sure that they're supportive friends, and you build, make sure they're supportive friends, and you build the real connections with them, not just like classroom bond, because classroom bond friendships sometimes, not necessarily all the times, sometimes don't last the next semester because you don't have class with them. So they want your friend, they want your associate. Another topic on friends is the friends you come from middle school with, because middle school is like yay big. High school is like middle school, high school. So the friends you come with from middle school, they may start to like new things that you don't like. So y'all might not have that bond, that connection no more. They just genuinely might walk past you like they don't even know you. Like y'all didn't just, like y'all won't just, they might. And that very first small friend group that nobody talks about that you made your first year, freshman year, or that first semester. No, I'm gonna say first year. That first year of freshman year will not be your first and your last friend group. That also won't, I'm not saying their friend group won't last, but it's not gonna be your first and last friendship. Friendship heartbreaks do hurt, but that's another topic. Stay on top of your work. Like I said, stay on top of that work. Attend football games. This is for any grade, really. Attend football games, basketball games, any type of school related event. Attend. Make sure you got good time management. You can balance. Because a lot of people don't talk about it, but there'll be some freshmen out there that be working. So make sure you can balance and maintain. Because I was that freshman that was working and going to school. Make sure you can balance and maintain. That's another thing. And what was I about to say? Join them clubs. Run for SGA. Anything that your school can offer, do it. Because nobody talks about it. Do it. Sports, clubs, anything, community service, like whatever your school offer, do it. Because nobody really talks about them friendships that you actually make within that sport, within that club, within that community service, whatever y'all doing at your school. Nobody talks about that friendship, because that could be a true, genuine friendship, because y'all really bonded on y'all connected on some friendship, maybe some deeper level stuff. Find you that one good teacher that you actually like, love and enjoy, but don't be a teacher's pet. But find you a good teacher, because you can get that teacher recommendation letters for if you're doing some type of summer camp program. You can talk to that teacher about anything. Like a trusted adult is really needed in high school. I know a lot of people be like, oh, I don't want to talk to no adults about my problems. A trusted adult is really needed in high school. It's really needed. Freshman year really is the most important. Freshman year is one of the most important years, because it can make and break you. It can make and it can break you. Don't slack off. Don't get into unnecessary drama. It really does put you in a bad position. Like, just don't do it. Don't get peer pressure into anything that you don't want to do, because you really don't have to do it if you don't want to do it. But yeah. Maintain a high GPA. Again, that's very important. Stay away from negative and the toxic crowd of people. Don't date upperclassmen. And y'all, I feel like nobody actually talks about it. Majority of the time, it don't be the freshmen trying to talk to the upperclassmen. It be the upperclassmen trying to talk to the freshmen. So upperclassmen, don't try to talk to the freshmen because there's something new. There's something fresh. And if you see somebody trying to talk to you, don't respond. Don't respond. Don't talk to them. Don't. Nothing. Like, you don't need to be talking to them. No, you need to focus. You got somewhere you want to go in life. You need to focus. You don't have to get fly. You don't have to get fly every day. When I say that, I mean high school. Now, in middle school, y'all, most middle schools where I live at, uniforms. So, once you get to high school, you got a little freedom. You can wear what you want to wear. But you ain't got to get fly every day. Because I'm going to tell you something about high school. Most people throw a fit for the first 2 days. And then it's bum fits. It's bum fits until they feel like putting that ish on again. But also, some people like throw on fits the first 2 weeks of school, the first week of school, and then it's bum. It really just depends on you. But you don't have to get fly every single day. Like, you can get fly the first day of school, then bummy. What's the first thing that come up? Spirit week or something like that. Whatever y'all do, fly. One day, you get fly. Spring break, before spring break, you can get fly. After spring break, you can get fly. Thanksgiving break, you can get fly. Come back from Christmas, you can get fly. Like, you ain't got to get fly every single day of the school year. You don't have to do that. And last but not least, GPA is important. And last but not least, again, don't talk to them upperclassmen. For real. And I know a lot of people say this, but they really mean it. Like, don't. You don't want that in your life. You don't want that in your life. So, that is all the Queen's freshman advice for you guys. So, if you're no longer a freshman, and sophomore year, I don't have no advice for sophomore year. Sophomore year was a really breeze because I didn't play when it came to freshman year. But it was a real breeze. So, I don't have no advice for that. But now we're going to get into the topic of the tea of the topic. Roll the clip. Hey, y'all. So, this is junior advice. And it could have been a lot more. But we kept the composure. We kept it calm. We kept it down. But it really could. It really could have been a lot. So, let's give y'all, this is not even junior advice. This is tips on surviving junior year. Let me repeat that one more time. Tips on surviving junior year. Tips. Now, I know a lot of people say junior year is the hardest, junior year is the hardest, junior year is the hardest, junior year is hard, junior year is this. I had a rough junior year. I didn't, like junior year took me out. And I will admit, junior year, terrible experience. It wasn't a terrible experience. Junior year took me out. Junior year, it junior yeared. It junior yeared. But you can also prevent your junior year from being terrible. From being the worst experience ever. From, like, you can prevent your junior year. This shirt is really, this tank top is really knocking me piss. Like, it's pissing me off. But tips on surviving that junior year. Stay on top of your work. You stay on top of your work. You stay ready. You ain't got to get ready. You stay on top of your work. Junior year is not stressful. You stay on top of your work. Junior year is not terrible. But this does include sophomore. So if you are a sophomore watching this video, this includes you. If your school allows y'all to do college classes, get into them college classes. Even if you got to pay for it, get into them college classes. Why, you may be wondering? Because you get into them college classes, that lets you know if you really prepare for college or not. Because you get into them college classes, there's no reminders that this needs to be turned in. There's no, the due date is the due date. They don't unlock assignments. well, the classes that I was in. They don't unlock assignments. You get one pass, one slipper, one get out of jail free card. And not all teachers call them that, but it's like a pass that you can use. But once you use that one, you're done. It's gone. It's never coming back. Never coming back. But again, not all teachers do that. So another thing is study for your SATs. If your school allows y'all to have, like, you can study online, but if your school actually does like in-person studying, prepping y'all for the ACT, do that. It's a wonderful help. You should do that. I'm so serious. You should really do that. It's great help. Who is beeping the horn at this time of night? It's 9:21. Excuse me. Anyways, it really prepares you for that. So, another thing is, don't force yourself to mainly focus on college. Well, applying for college. You don't have to make that your main focus, because that's literally what senior year is for. Now, most colleges don't ask you for your ACT or SAT, but that also comes with you having a good GPA from freshman year. You keep and maintaining that GPA, because you can't slip up. You got to maintain, because that's what colleges look at the most. They look at your junior year. This is your year. This is important. You got to make your stand. You got to be on top. Like, it's important. So you can prevent it from being terrible, though. I'm telling you, you can prevent it. One thing, know where you want to apply to. Like, know your first pick, like your top. Like, I got to get in this school. This is my school. This is the school that I want to go to. But also have your backup options. You have a list of all those. Summer, senior year, you can go tour the college if they're in state. Also, another thing, look for a bunch of in-state schools. Don't just go to the schools because you see them on TikTok and they're trending. Go to your in-state schools. I'm telling you, pick your in-state schools, because they don't have to be your top number one, your top number two, and your top number three. But have some in-state schools there, because they can really come in handy. Yeah, but junior year, no. Well, summer or senior year, you can go to those schools. You can make sure that the schools still got the major that you want. The school still got the minor that you want to do. If the housing, you like the housing. You see the cab. You see what you're working with. So by the time it's time to apply, which the Common App opened August 1st, by the time it's time to apply, you know where you want to go. You know your list of colleges to apply to. Don't sacrifice yourself to that one school that you got to go to, you want to go to. Because if they don't accept you, not saying they won't, but if they don't accept you, then it's like, dang, that was my only college. That was my only option. Make sure you have your options. Put them in your notes. In the junior year, start writing an essay. So start writing an essay. I'm telling you, this is what I did. In the junior year, write that essay. Write an essay. Have somebody look over that essay. Have like 2 eyes look over that essay. Because what one person don't see, the next might. So have 2 eyes look over that essay. So when the Common App open, apply. And when college free application come, if y'all apply directly up there, apply. Cause you already got that essay. You already know your prompt. You already know what you're working with. You already know that this is where I want to go. This is my options. I got everything. I just got to fill out the basic information. I'm telling you. Another thing that a lot of people don't talk about. When I say go to them school events, those are school hosted events. But junior year, you do not need to go to every party. You do not need to go to every event. You do not need to go not every event. Every people hosted event, you do not need to. You don't have to go to. It's not mandatory for you to go to every single event, because that's how you fall behind. That's how you can make your year stressful. You need to fall in front. So so you don't have no stressful year. It's really important. So make sure you do that. This is also like, I should have said in my freshman advice as well. Take your notes, and if you don't like writing in pen, write in pen. I'm telling, write in different color pens, because also not different color pens. Not necessarily, it don't help you study, but when it comes to math, a different color, specifically a different color of each step of how you got to what you got is really helpful. It's really helpful. Especially if math is not your strongest suit. It's really helpful. Don't procrastinate. That's any grade. That's any grade. Anything in life, don't procrastinate it, because if you procrastinate it, you're not gonna do it the way you want to do it. Don't do that. You don't have to follow the crowd. You don't have to get the latest things. You don't have to follow the crowd. You really don't. Because that same crowd, you don't know what they're doing. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know how stressful this year is for them, and how peaceful, how smooth it go for y'all. They don't know. You ain't got to follow it. Go on them college tours. I'm telling you, go on them college tours. Don't miss up opportunity. Even if it's a college you don't want to go to. Go to them college tours. Show your face. Ask questions. Them college schools. Go to your counselor. See what tours they doing. Even if it's a community college. Go. Show your face. You never know what them schools can offer you. You never know. Take junior year serious. It's not its and giggles. It's not its and giggles. It's giggles, but it's not its and giggles. Take it serious. It matters. Colleges look at that. How you did it, how you survived junior year. They look at that. Focus and never give up. For real. Focus, never give up. Never give up. What you put your mind to, finish it. Finish it strong. Don't finish it sloppy. Finish it strong. Your GPA matters. So maintain that GPA. So if you start strong in freshman year, you ain't got to, I'm not going to say slack off. You don't have to work as hard as trying to keep it up by the time your junior year comes, because you didn't maintain it. You didn't got it. You done got it up there, and it's up there and it's high. Don't slack off though just because it's high. Don't slack off just because it's high. Still maintain it, because it matters. Pay attention in class. Pay attention to class. Don't just be in class not paying attention. Pay attention in class. Be present in class and be present in that work. Don't just be present in class and not present in the work. Study. Study, study, study. Don't fall for seniors. Don't. You don't want that. Even though you are now considered upperclassmen, you don't want that. It don't matter. Because they about to leave. What you gonna want that for? They finna leave. They finna leave. They finna go to college. You're not gonna see them. Then you're gonna become a senior. And I mean, it may work out, it may. But you don't want that. It might work out, it might not work out. What if it don't work out? What if it do work out? You don't want all that. You ain't got to go through all that. And when it comes to these friends, them friends, you're gonna lose them. You're gonna lose them. Them relationships, they're gonna end. And it's gonna be heartbroken. But you still got to stay on top of your work. You got to stay on top of your work. And you got to go through it. And you got to get through it. And it's gonna be strong. You got to do that. Friends come and go. Relationships end. But you got to make the best of it. Because you are also important. And how you finish junior year can also make or break you. Because they look at that. Don't stress. Don't stress yourself out. Don't stress about nothing. Like, if you can't handle it without stressing, you don't need to do it. And that goes for anything. If you, no. This is your last year. One more year, and guess what? You're done. You're done, unless you go to college. But other than that, you're done. Like, you done survived high school. high school go like this. So if you dwelling on the past, you stressed, you depressed, even though you can't dictate when you become depressed. You can't do that. But if you sad and depressed and dwelling on the past, high school is gonna do like this. You don't want that. You want to experience high school. You want to live through high school. You want to enjoy high school. You want to have fun. So you need to do that. Like, you stay on top of your work, pay attention, just all that. And all that is important with anything you do. Stay on top of it. So that is the end of my freshman advice surviving junior year. Freshman advice and surviving junior year. Like, that's the end of the video. But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. This is my 3rd episode, so y'all know I'm real serious about maintaining, keeping my content, keeping it going, keeping it consistent. Y'all know I'm not playing this year, for real. So my next video will probably be, it'll probably be like day in a life. It's not like it's not back to school content, but it's kind of like school. It's basically school content. It's like day in the life as a night ambassador. So y'all probably get that. Y'all might get that. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to record because I'm gonna be around other people cheering, and they might not want to be on the video. But yeah, so that video might be next. If that video does not come out because they did not want to be recorded, it will be my preparations, and then get ready with me for my last first day. That's all I got planned for y'all. Oh, in a week, what I wear in a week, but that's gonna come out after my first day because y'all gonna see my first day fit in that video as well. And I might get fly that whole week. Who knows? Who knows? After the first day, I might be over it. But we live and we learn. We live and we learn. We live and we learn. But yeah, so make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn the post notifications on so y'all can see the videos that's coming. The videos is coming. And all the content that we have planned. And I am actually very grateful for all the people that have subscribed to me that are new. Hope y'all stay. Y'all enjoy this ride, this journey. I hope y'all stay and y'all enjoy this journey.